everyone. I'm Melanie with Art by Melanie, resident artist with Paint Pixie. Today I'm going to be doing a floral canvas, and I'm going to be using the magical chalk paint by Paint Pixie as well as several of the Paint Pixie paintbrushes. To start out this canvas, I picked up my little Frenchie and two of the magical chalk paint colors in the color Caribbean Cooler and Marshmallow, and I'm mixing them, blending them together with my little Frenchie in an X pattern on the canvas to create some textured movement in the background. I'm also picking up just a little bit of Figgy Pudding, a beautiful purple color that I will be getting a heavier concentration of as I go towards the bottom of this canvas. This will create depth for the background for the floral painting I'm doing. I used a turquoise iris water bottle by Paint Pixie as I move down the canvas to continue blending those colors together and create a beautiful background. I start with a mixture of Figgy Pudding and Marshmallow on the bottom so that I can blend the blues and the purples together before adding a heavier concentration of the Figgy Pudding to really deepen up that bottom area of the canvas. Now I'm going in with a little heavier concentration. This is straight Caribbean Cooler over my previous background area to really strengthen that and give it that beautiful blue color. Continually blending that in with that bottom area. And now we're going in with our deeper color, our straight Figgy Pudding on the bottom and to the left side of the canvas to create a lot of depth and dimension. Now I'm bringing in just a straight Figgy Pudding on my little Frenchie and mapping out exactly where I want the vase and the foliage of the flowers to be, a little bit of my table there. I'm just taking pretty broad strokes. I just want to get a hint or indication of where everything will go. This helps deepen up the end floral. by adding that little bit of the purple in the background to really help the rest pop out. So I'm sketching that in really quickly with my little Frenchie, and this makes really fast work on a canvas and keeps my strokes really loose, which I love. The next color I'll be adding in is a beautiful green called Christmas Cookie, and I mixed that on my palette with some of the figgy pudding to give me a deeper green that stayed in that same tone as the rest of the painting. And I'm adding in some of my foliage in the background, the deepest colors there, and just starting at the perimeter and moving towards the center, making some of them fall over the top of the vase, just adding in all of those darks. Now I'm beginning with the vase. I've grabbed some of my marshmallow on my brush, and this is the 1-inch wash brush by the Turquoise Iris. And I am starting to form that. You can see my paints are still a bit wet, so they're picking up some of those underneath colors, which gives it a beautiful instant shading that happens on the canvas. I'm rounding that out, trying to keep my strokes really loose here. I want it to just appear to be a soft glow off the vase. Adding a little bit more of the blues and the purples to the right side of the vase where it would naturally be shadowed. Now I'm picking up some of the colors from my palette, and this is a mix of Christmas Cookie, figgy pudding, and marshmallow, and creating those lighter leaves, going over some of the areas where we had previously put the dark green, and just lightening up a few of the foliage areas before we add the flowers. And I think this really brings it to life. And we're in the final stages of this painting. We'll be adding the flowers to the painting. I'm using a combination of red velvet cake, a beautiful red, and marshmallow. Mixing them on the canvas as I go, basically picking up a little of each and putting my flower strokes in there really loosely with my 1-inch wash brush to keep these flowers very airy and light. As I move to the right side of the canvas, I'll add a little heavier concentration of the red velvet to create some deeper red flowers. Once I have them all based in, I'll go back and dip into my marshmallow to add a few more highlights and lighter petals on some of the flowers. I've picked up just a small amount of lemon crinkle, a light pale yellow, on my brush to create some smaller flowers in between. And here is the final result. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you again next time.